What's up, y'all? Glad to be out here. Got some handsome couples up front here. You know, I see one single lady at this table. I know what I'm doing later. Getting my student loans paid. Might as well call her Joe Biden's unfulfilled promise. You know what I mean? I'm just glad to be doing comedy again, honestly. You know, about 2 weeks ago, my unemployment ran out and I had to get a real job. So, sucks. I'm pretty sure I'm going to quit. You know, first day I came in there, I walked up, I met the manager, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude? My name's Vin." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Is that short for like Vince or Vinny or something?" He goes, "No, it's short for Kevin." What the fuck, Kevin? That's not how this works, dude. I was pissed my whole first day at work thinking about it, you know what I mean? I was sitting there like, I can't do that with my name, Matt. Can't just go up to people and be like, "Hey, what's up? My name's TT. I'm a single mother of 4 from Fountain. You might recognize me from my hair care salon. Specialize in eyebrow drawing, you know. Got the most colors in El Paso County. You gotta go to Pueblo to get more colors than TT's. Big fan of Lizzo, you know, fucking TT. Some dude heard me say that one time. He's like, "Well, technically your full name would be Matthew, right? So shouldn't your nickname be Hugh or something?" I was like, "No, A, that's worse than Vin, and B, the only person who calls me Matthew is my mom when she's mad at me, or like chicks when I'm just starting to get the stroke right, and it just ruins the moment, you know?" Every time I'm getting into it, she's like, "Oh yeah, Matthew." And I have a flashback to being spanked as a kid. And then I come really hard. And then I gotta call my mom at 4 in the morning, you know? Like, "You on that shit again?" And I gotta tell her I bought a lot of ketamine and all the music festivals got canceled, so I lost a lot of money. It's not my fault anyway. Ketamine is one of those rave drugs for you guys up here. All right. I have a few asides I'll explain for you guys as we go along. It'll be all right. And you know, everything was crazy. Everything was getting canceled last year. My uncle's wedding got canceled. You know, he got one of those Russian mail order brides. She's just been stuck on delivery for like a year now. Nobody knows where she's at. We called FedEx. They're like, "She's not at the Memphis distribution center like it says online. I don't know what to tell you, you know." Said there's just an empty coffin with a bunch of straw and no one wants to go down that aisle anymore. All right. Ran out on the vampire reference there. I don't know. I'm glad though I got a girlfriend myself. People say we should get married because we made it through the COVID. I was like, yeah, I'm still not a sucker. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we're always getting in fights too about everything, so I don't want to get married to her. I don't think it's a good idea. We're hanging out the other night on the couch watching a movie, and I started, you know, kind of feeling her up, and I was like, "Oh, baby, you got a nice body." She was like, "Stop right there, okay? I'm a grown woman, pay my own bills, listen to Lizzo. Don't be infantilizing me, okay?" I was like, "Well, it's pronounced infantilized, but whatever, let's keep going, you know?" So like 5 minutes later, she's getting that sick stroke you heard about earlier, just 5 inches of fury, you know what I mean? She's losing her mind. She's calling out Matthew. I got my mom on speed dial just in case something bad goes down. And I wanted to say something dirty to her, but I didn't want to piss her off. So I was like, "Yeah, you like that, you 32-year-old cat mom?" She did not like that. Immediately had to go sleep on the couch with our 2 cats. The rescues, it wasn't worth it, you know. Big pain in the ass. But we were hanging out the other night, and I realized she's got this underboob tattoo right here. And I can't read what it says because it's in cursive, and I'm not 50, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know what it says. I was staring at it the other night trying to figure out what it said, and it popped in my head. I was like, "Oh my God, this tattoo, that's the one tattoo that's going to go away as she gets older over time, you know?" It's going to be like that Stevie Nicks song, Landslide, just coming down. Till one day she lifts it up, now it's like a dead titty C-scroll, you know what I mean? All that cursive turned into Aramaic lettering. Nicolas Cage is looking for the new movie, National Treasure 4, Dead Titty C-scrolls. It's just him lifting up old ladies' boobs for 90 minutes, you know? They gotta go to Philadelphia, I don't know why. It's a good time. And I don't know if any of you guys recognize me. I used to have a Korn cover band here in town. This is the part where I have to explain I was a popular band in the 90s to you guys. You're like metal and stuff. We had this cover band, we broke up, and it really sucked because we were like the most unique Korn cover band in the country. We had all Native American members, and we were called Maze. And I was a white guy, so I just took all the profits, you know. Bought them some land out east, they were happy with it. And, you know, I still have the hair from the band. It's kind of tough though. My girlfriend won't let me eat her out anymore, and I confronted her as to why. You know, she ended up telling me, she goes, "You know what it is? It's your fucking hair. Hair's gotten way too long. Every time you go down on me, all I see is this. And it looks like Kurt Cobain just shot himself in the face. And he's going to town on my clit simultaneously. It's confusing and exciting. I don't like it." Then I have to be like, who the fuck is Kurt Cobain? And she's 40, so she gets mad, you know? All right, don't like that part. I had to look him up. It turns out it's this dude that stole my haircut 30 years ago. Pisses me off. Just kidding, all right. I thought it was based on this thing we did a few weeks ago. I thought it all stemmed from that. We were hanging out, and she goes, "Hey, go get your favorite condiment from the fridge and use it on me." Then she got all mad when I poured sriracha on her pussy, and you know, I thought she knew that was my favorite, and I had to waste the rest of my milk for the week. Now there's no Life cereal. I'm messing up my diet now, you know? How am I supposed to eat my heart-healthy Cheerios? Stupid. Anyway. Trying to write this movie, too. I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm from Colorado Springs. This is my hometown. And it's kind of embarrassing. The only movie that's set in Colorado Springs is called Black Klansman. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's based on a true story. In the 80s, this black detective infiltrated the Ku Klux Klan here in Colorado Springs. And it pisses me off for a few reasons. One, it makes us all look racist here. And two, they have this scene where they go to Colorado College, and there's a black student union meeting, and there's like 600 black kids that go to Colorado College in the movie. And I was like, what? Who did the research on this? You know what I mean? I don't think 600 black kids have gone to Colorado College in 150-year history or whatever the hell they got. I didn't like it, you know? So I'm trying to write this sequel to make us all look better in town. It's going to be called White Klansman. And just hold on, you know? Don't judge too quick here. It's going to be where a white detective infiltrates the Wu-Tang Clan. That's a really popular rap group for you guys over here from the 90s. I think he knew it, surprisingly. His wife's looking at him like, what were you doing last weekend? I don't know. And life's tough. You know, I lost my hunting license last summer. That sucks. I can't hunt anymore. I got caught killing a female deer, which is a big deal. I don't know if you guys know that. But I got caught. I was loading it up in the back of my truck and saw the game warden coming up the road, and I just saw the cloud of dust, and I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? So quick thinking, I always keep a dildo in the back of my truck. Don't ask why. So quick thinking, I grab that thing and I strap it on the doe. And the game warden comes up and he's like, hey buddy, you know it's a felony to kill female deer in Colorado, right? And I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't just go around misgendering deer like that, pal. This deer is clearly transitioning right now, you can see. He didn't buy it for a second. He goes, "Oh yeah, smart ass, joke's on you. It's actually a hate crime to kill trans deer in Colorado. You can thank Jared Polis." So I did a bit of time. I'm in the Aryan Brotherhood now. No, just kidding. They wouldn't wow me in. Anyway, this guy's mad now. All right, God damn it. Got to watch out for giant, buff, middle-aged guys in Springs. He's got nothing but a 9 to 5 and pent-up rage and a Planet Fitness membership. Oh, I'm just kidding. You're cool, man. And things are tough. You know, I had a son that was born a while back, so that's been interesting. I'm actually not very happy about it. He was born half blind. I was really mad at my girlfriend. I was like, "What, have you been fucking blind guys behind my back or what?" You know? I'm not stupid. I know how this works. Still really love my new black son, so it's working out all right. That one's super stupid. It's ironic though, you know, me and my dad are fighting right now. He caught me watching stepmom porn. That's the one porn you really don't want your dad to catch you watching. You know what I mean? A lot to explain in that one. I haven't been to brunch in a while, so. Yeah. It was my brother's birthday a while back too. He's a big fan of Hooters, so we had to go to Hooters for his birthday. I hate eating at Hooters. You know, it's embarrassing, especially when you have to go with your mom and his kids and stuff. It's just weird. And I asked him while we were eating, I was like, "Eric, why do we got to go to Hooters every year?" You know what I mean? And he goes, "I don't eat here because I'm a creep. I eat here because I like the wings." I was like, "Come on, that's like me saying I eat at Chuck E. Cheese because I like the pizza." You know, it's... I'm just kidding, guys. I don't go to Chuck E. Cheese anymore. They banned me, so. I have a countrywide ban. You can see my poster on the wall. Any Chuck E. Cheese you walk into. All right, moving on. Let's get into some jokes that aren't creepy. You guys see all these Afghani refugees? They're sending a bunch of them to Texas. And I was like, hell yeah, let's double down one mistake with another. You know what I mean? I don't know who was in the planning room when they were like, "Hey, what's a place that's really welcoming to people from the Middle East?" Someone was like, "Texas." And they were like, "Great idea." Said no one ever. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I feel like this is a secret plan where they're like, "All right, we're going to save some money. We're going to send them to Texas." And they're going to be like, "Fuck it, just send me back to Afghanistan. This place sucks, dude." Like, there's more people with guns. It's just as hot. Everyone has this stupid Cowboys hat. I don't like it. You know what I mean? They all like a football team that never wins. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know. I'm just glad, though. You know, my business ended this summer. I actually had my own business I started for a while. So you guys might have seen they have those water fountains over at Acacia Park. Like the movie, the movie theaters where the water pops up out of the ground, the kids run around and play in it. So I don't like them because it's a big waste of water, you know, and we're in a big drought right now. So I started this business where we go and we bottle that water that runs off the kids' bodies and we sell it to pedophiles on the internet. Check us out. It's called Aquapedo. We got a picture of every kid the water runs off of, so you know where your water's coming from, you know? We're experimenting with a new flavored water right now. It's called horchata flavor. And we just got a fat Mexican kid running through some sprinklers on the front. And then on the back it says bottled in Pueblo. So. His parents made a lot of money, all right? That's terrible. All right. I hate flying, though, you know? Honestly, I try to drive anymore if I can. I'm not a big fan of flying. One of the last times I had to fly, I went to my cousin's wedding out in Wisconsin. And you know, all you do in Wisconsin, there's nothing to do out there, so you just drink and not, you know, do anything in the country. So I'm super hungover, and I end up catching this 5 a.m. flight back to DIA, and they put me in like the very back of the plane. And I'm hungover as hell. It's like 7 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I gotta get home. I can't wait for all this depart row by row shit. So as soon as we pull up to the brakes hit, I'm like Von Miller in his prime, man. I'm strip sacking people, I'm spin moving people. I got to row 12 before this dude stopped me. He just put his arms out on the seats, and I was like, well, I can't just shove this dude over, you know? So quick thinking, I tapped him on the shoulder, and I go, Sir, you gotta let me by you. My 4-year-old son, Thomas, is in the second row. You know, I'm a single father. He's all I got. This is a Spirit Airlines, so we obviously didn't pay for seats together. And he understood it. Everybody did, you know. And they all parted and let me walk to the front of the plane. And then I got to the front of the plane, and the door still wasn't open. And there's no kids, so now everybody's just glaring at me. And I'm just standing there, and I don't know what to say. So I was like, well, guess I must have left that little cocksucker back in Wisconsin, right, guys? Just as I said that, they opened the door, and I walked off. No one's found my son yet, though. I think he's living in the Wisconsin airport, like that movie, The Terminal. Just making ketchup sandwiches. I don't know. That reference never works anymore. No one's seen that movie in like 20 years. The one lady. I'm a big Tom Hanks fan. Anyway. Then actually now I can't even fly Frontier Airlines. I got banned from Frontier Airlines a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was honestly, I didn't mind.
Yeah, we don't love Frontier.
Yeah, they suck. So, and the thing was, I got banned because I showed up, I showed up to the airport pretty early, and I'm hanging around having a beer, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to go pee before I get on the airplane. So I'm peeing, and they're like, final boarding call. We need Matthew Gabriel to the plane. And I'm like, all right, I'm peeing. I'll be there in a second. And some guy next to me is like, why are you talking to yourself? And so I leave, and I start walking to the door, and literally the dude's looking at me, and he turns around and closes the door to the plane as I'm walking towards him. And I was like, what the hell, man? I'm getting on the thing. Can't you reopen it real quick? And he's like, no, I can't reopen it. It's a big deal, So we get in this whole argument, and I start yelling at him and stuff. And as I was walking away, he's like, you know what? You're blacklisted from Frontier Airlines, buddy. And I was like, oh, man, how am I going to fly to Bismarck, North Dakota now, Those 6 cities that you guys go to, I'm really screwed. Well, now we can't be together. I can never visit you in Bismarck. I guess the guy was right. There goes my student loan payments. But he kept yelling. He's like, yeah, you'll see. This is going to impact you in the future. And I turned around, and I was like, you know what? I guess you're right. That was my final frontier. It's a really dumb, long joke to get around to a horrible pun. I like it. Oh, man. Anyways. My girlfriend is worried that our kid's going to get autistic if we get him vaccinated, so she don't want to get him vaccinated, So I've been having to sneak him behind her back to get him vaccines, and because I want him to be autistic, you know what I mean? I don't have a retirement plan. He needs to be an engineer or some shit, Hoping he's good with numbers. Make an electric car, motherfucker, But these doctors won't give him extra vaccines to make him autistic, so I'm having to order them on the internet from Mexico. I don't know if they're working or not, but he's getting really fucking strong. And if I don't put on Jersey Shore, as soon as he wakes up, he starts punching holes in the drywall. I think he might be this dude's kid. No. I'm just kidding. That's a steroid joke if you didn't get it. All right. Oh, man. Having fun out here, though, I'm glad I still got one business on the side. I collect my own earwax. You guys are probably asking why. Sell it to tourists as concentrates. It's a pretty successful stay-at-home business, guys. You know, just clean your ears out once a day, and you make like $60 hanging out in Manitou at that gas station. I literally go up to like the 40-person line of people waiting in the snow, and I'm like, hey, you want to get some homemade Colorado wax for cheaper? And they're like, hell yeah. And they come over to my truck, and they're like, why is there a dildo and a dead deer in there? And but I sold some to this dude the other day, and he was hanging out with me, and he was like, hey man, I got my rig on me. Do you mind if I do a hit of this right here? And I was like, fucking please do. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. You know what I mean? Been wanting to see what's going to happen. So he lighted up his dab rig, and he took a huge hit, and he started coughing. He's like, oh my God. Whatever that was made from tastes like it has some diseases or something, dude. And I was like, you don't want to know where that plant's been, all right? It's been out at Tony's back in the day, you know? You guys ever go to Tony's?
Yes.
Oh my God, you go to Tony's?
Back in the day.
Oh, okay, back in the day, I was going to say, Jesus, it's a horrible bar now. That's the bar. I don't do cocaine, but I buy cocaine and go there to get women. It's really easy if you got coke at a crappy bar like Tony's. It's like fishing with power bait, man. You're fucking... hit your catch limit and you're out of there in 10 minutes, you know? So I was hanging out at Tony's a while back and just, you know, slanging out my coke, and some chick started doing it, and we're hanging out all night, and then she goes, hey, let's go back to your place. And I was like, well, yeah, what do you think I spent $80 fucking for? You know what I mean? Let's go. So get back to my place, we're hanging out on the couch, and she starts rubbing my leg, and she's like, oh my God, why is your dick hard? I was like, well, you know, I thought this was going to go somewhere. What do you think I invited you back for? And she's like, well, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I just do coke with guys because their dicks usually never get hard. And then I get free coke all night, and it's a really good deal. And I was like, well, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't do coke. I just buy it and give it to sluts. So, you know what I mean? So we made a compromise, and she ended up giving me a blowjob, and it's the worst fucking blowjob I've ever gotten in my life, you know? She just kept talking through the whole thing. And at one point, she started chewing on my dick like it was a Jolly Rancher at a rave. I had to kick her out, you know what I mean? Stopped buying coke after that, and started buying meth, because those chicks don't have teeth, you know? Also another reason why I like the older ladies, wink, wink. All right. I'm just teasing you. They look great. All right. Oh, he's gonna get me after the show. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Thanks for bringing her down from Bismarck. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, I'll end you guys with one last joke, and we're gonna get your amazing headliner up here. But you know, I am glad to have a girlfriend instead of having to deal with all this stuff. Don't worry though, she's okay with, you know. If it's for money, she says, go for it, honey. But I am glad to have a girlfriend. You know, like tonight on the way down here, she sent me a great text. She was like, hey, hope you have a great show tonight, horse dick. And I was like, I will now, you know what I mean? Got all the confidence in the world. I'm gonna go fight Vin on Monday. And I text her back and I was like, hey, hope you have a great night tonight too, horse pussy. That was a mistake, you know. Real quick, those bubbles started popping up on my phone. She was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And I go, you know, every time we get done having sex, your pussy's like, Then I gotta feed it an apple and walk it around the yard. Rub it down. You can't just put a horse pussy away cold and wet. That's how I get sick, y'all. Anyway, you guys have been amazing. Thanks a lot for coming out. I'll see you guys later.